Oh, hello. Welcome in. My voice is still a little bit shot, but hello. Hello. Okay, explode again. Why not? I'm happy to be streaming again. I missed it. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be well enough to stream today because my voice is still a little bit broken. But I really wanted to because I haven't streamed for like a week, so it might be a fairly short one. We'll see. We'll see how I go. Yeah, we'll see how I go with it, and if it gets too much, then I can always stop. But, you know, I can try. And I want to get back into Tales of Graces, because I'm enjoying it a lot. So, I think today is time we'll start the epilogue. I don't know how long that's going to take. I have it on good authority, especially since today is probably going to be a shorter one. It's going to be at least 2 streams worth, which is fine. Yeah. Should be at least 2 streams worth, possibly 3, depending on how long today's is. And then we'll be, I guess, done with Tales of Graces. I feel it's kind of weird. I've been doing this for so long. It's a big game. But I think I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to be done with it. Move on to other things. I have another game in mind for what to play next, and it should be a fun one. But we'll see. It sort of depends on when we finish Tales of Graces. Because there's a couple of games coming out soon that I want to stream. Most notably, I really want to stream Shadow Generations. Because I grew up with Sonic Adventure 2, and that little edgy hedgehog is a cool boy. This should be a fun one, though. Shadow the Hedgehog, yeah. Who canonically eats coffee beans with a spoon. That is a canonical fact. Yes, they gave the Grouchy Hedgehog a gun. Yeah, that is true. It is canonical that Shadow the Hedgehog eats coffee beans with a spoon. And I love that that fact is actually a thing. Right? He absolutely would. But it is canonically confirmed in the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog that he does do that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. It looks fun. And I enjoyed Sonic Generations a lot, so I'd be happy to replay that too. It's, you know, it was a good little experience, and it was a big trip down nostalgia lane. And you will absolutely have to put up with me singing along to City Escape. Potentially. We'll see. Yeah. I have considered at some point doing a playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2 on here. I think that could be fun. But that's not what I have in mind next. I have in mind another JRPG style game next. Which should be fun. It's one that's been sitting on my shelf for a while. And I've been meaning to get to. But I never did. So I figure, why not? But But now, we're going to be getting into Tales of Grace's epilogue chapter, which I'm excited about, because I want more of these nerds. let me switch over to the game, and we can kind of get in. It'll be fun. Here we are. Let me turn my music off. Here we go. Excellent. Now I can get my headphones in. Sorry, my brain is a little broken. My headphones are also tangled up with other cables on my desk. My brain is a little slower than normal, so because I have been really unwell the past few days. I've been sleeping a lot. My brain has got very sleepy. And I know you can hear it in my voice. I can hear that my voice is a little off. That's okay. Well, there's my headphones. Okay. Let's get in the game. I will try not to strain myself. I have tea.
Tell me.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in and thank you. I will, but yes, I will try not to strain myself. Yes, thank you. Thank you. By all means, feel free to lurk. I am more than happy to let people lurk in my streams. I love lurkers. Skip that so I don't get content ID'd on my VOD. But thank you. Yeah, I love lurkers. Feel free to lurk as much as you want. Okay, so instead of hitting continue this time, I think we go to extras. And I think what we're looking for is lineage and legacies. I think that is the thing. Yeah, and then we load our save file. 47 hours. That's a pretty beefy RPG, actually, for this era. I remember that it was pretty common for a lot of JRPGs of this era to top out around the 30-hour mark for a quick playthrough, and then get like up to like 50 hours for a more complete thing. It was not uncommon. And 40 hours for a pretty casual playthrough. I know we did a few extra things, but that was almost 50 hours for a fairly casual playthrough. My voice is definitely broken. I'm sure it'll be back to normal soon, don't worry. Ooh. Fancy. I'm excited. I'm excited for more story with these nerds. Ah, okay, this is... They're still wearing this wings!
It's already been a year since my father died.
Ah, that's what the F stands for. Paying respect.
Flowers.
I think just about everyone in Long
I did
thought
notice the
some
new
here.
outfit for Sophie. It's cute. I like the color scheme.
There's still much for me to learn as a lord, but I'll do my best. Just as my father did.
I like that they've kept the melons around.
Rest in peace, Dad.
Are you sad,
Aw.
Asbel?
Oh yeah,
No.
Melon is love.
I'm actually alright.
Oh yeah, and he's got his heterochromia now. He became Sans Undertale. I forgot about that.
All people die. Maybe tomorrow, maybe years from now, but it happens to everyone.
1 second.
And I understand that now.
Ooh, we're getting lots of these today. No, thank you.
All people must die. Eventually.
But still, I can't help having regrets. I wish we would have talked more. I wish he could see what Hubert and I have become.
Yeah, it happens.
So I guess I'm sad about
We get
that.
spam bots in here occasionally, and I just ban them outright. I'm not about that spam bot life. Oh no! Wait. Okay. Who is this?
What will you do when everyone else is dead?
Who is this? I know nothing
Sophie?
about them but wood.
Is something wrong?
Did you just see?
It was just the wind.
I must have been dreaming.
I've never heard of anyone dreaming while they're still wide awake.
It's called
Sounds like.
It's
You
called
were out late last
hallucinations,
night.
Asbel. It happens to a lot of things. Hello! Welcome in!
Come on, let's go back.
Welcome in!
You probably
Yeah.
just need a nap or something.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we talked. For those who don't know, Tara and Yuka is like one of the first friends I made online. Back when I was like 12. It's super cool. You don't need context. And thank you for the follow. And you know you do not need context. They have watermelons on their head because they're parts of the Melon gang. Yes, they are a before you person. I met Taro and Nuke back in my Newgrounds days when he uploaded like a game, like a simple game on Newgrounds, and I left a review asking him to email me the script because I couldn't get my game to work. It was very adorable, and we ended up chatting on MSN Messenger. We did have exactly the same interaction in reverse. Yeah. Absolutely nuts. I'm glad you're doing alright. We haven't talked in a while. We should catch up sometime. I'm gonna actually play the game for a little bit. Thank you. I actually have another one, like an updated version in the works. So, yeah. I also have a sore throat, so I apologize that my voice is a little short. Yeah, I have a little, a new VTuber avatar in the works. Similar to this one, but, like, slightly updated. I'm not sure when that'll be done, but, look forward to it. Okay. Okay, 6 months later. Good to know.
Has it really been half a year since we all traveled together? Where did the time go?
It's been a busy few months.
Yeah, it's been rough. Especially with all of those meetings about returning the Lant domain back to Windor.
Asbel, is your hand okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Thanks. Don't worry about it. It just got a little cramped up from all the paperwork.
I like
That's
how
all.
they've adjusted all of his
Well,
art.
it's been fun. I've learned all kinds of interesting things.
So he
from
has the Sans
helping you.
Undertale eye
It's
now?
a nice change from all the fighting.
Thanks, Sophie. Wow. Half a year. I wonder if, after all this time, I've become a worthy lord like my dad was.
To think, just like a year ago, this guy was complaining about how mean his dad was to him. Heck yes. Kitties. Who are you? I see there's no option to give the cats a fish, so I'm guessing there's no, like, additional cat side quests in this. So we're effectively playing the DLC for this game now. Just started, literally just now. Okay, so it's just Sophie and Asbel. In the main game, there is a side quest related to feeding all of the cats around the world. You have to find cats around the world and give them fish. And then you get the best reward. You get to go to the cat dimension. I love Tales games. There's like a cat-based side quest in like half the Tales games. It's great. I'm sad we can't seem to go. Oh, actually, can we go to the cat dimension? Maybe we can go to the cat dimension. Because we're back in Lon now. Yes, we can! Let's go to the cat dimension. Yeah, it seems that way. I wasn't sure if we'd be like in a limited like section of the map or something. But yeah, we have access to the cat dimension. Amazing. Actually, this is a pretty well stocked shop. Let me see if I can need to buy anything. Where's the shop? Yeah. My condolences and or compliments depending on the situation. Amazing. Let's see. I think I've got everything I need from this. I'm topped out on life bottles, which is good. Let me charge the mixer though. Can I dualize any weapons? Yes. Oh, minimum CC boost would be good. Oh, but I want that on Pascal's weapon. Once we get access to the rest of the party, which I'm assuming we do. But now let's just progress with story and see what we get. Where are we supposed to go? Oh, back to the manor. Okay, that makes sense. Cutscene. Oh no!
They're dead.
All her flowers died! Oh, this is gonna be a really sad DLC, isn't it?
Help, Sophie. Their time
This is gonna be a DLC that's like going into like death and things. And like actually doing like philosophical analysis and stuff.
Can't be helped.
Don't worry. We took great care of them. And they left lots of seeds. They'll bloom again next year.
This is gonna be a really sad DLC.
Asbel, I was wondering.
There you are, Asbel. You're not getting away from
Who
me
is this
today.
again? Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
Mom.
I forgot her name.
Not this again.
You're nearly 20 years old. It's time for you to start thinking about marriage.
What?
Look, I keep telling you. It's too soon.
He's only 20! He's like 19!
Nonsense. Isn't that nonsense?
Also, I guess this guy got saved from the aliens at some point in the last 6 months. We started the side quest where this guy got kidnapped by aliens, and then just didn't finish it, so I'm guessing that got fixed.
Lady Carey is most correct, Master Asbel.
You must find a wife to bear you a child, so that the family name might live
Wow!
on.
But we know he's gay. He has a thing for his commander. Don't force heteronormativity on this kid.
I know all that.
He does have a guy inside him, that's true. He does.
If you really knew, I wouldn't be forced to keep reminding you, would I? And yet you seem to find one excuse after another.
Look, it's just...
You already have multiple offers to choose from.
Yeah, like the guy inside him. And his army captain, I guess.
Why not find a girl you like, and at least meet with her?
Master Asbel!
Okay, that's this guy. Okay. I've forgotten people's names. It's been a little bit.
Those monsters are attacking the Eastern High Road. Please come quickly.
Right. We're on our way.
I wonder if I'll get Richard back in the party at any point. Now I think about it. Because he was a party member near the start. Who is this? Okay. Just some guy, I guess. Yeah, we can get, was he Tiger Festival A? I don't remember if he was Tiger Festival A or Tiger Festival 1. Yeah, just a random old guy sitting on your lawn. Okay, he was Tiger Festival A, okay. And then he got possessed by Tiger Festival Lambda. And then we have... Hello, welcome in! Welcome in! We've barely started, so you have not missed much. There's monsters apparently somewhere. Is this the right way? Nope, I went the wrong way. This is the North Road. I need to go to the East Road. There's a lot of Tiger Festivals. We've got Tiger Festival 1, Tiger Festival A, Tiger Festival Lambda, and Tiger Festival Asbel, I guess? We didn't give him a designation. What are you doing here? Actually, what's it in my mixer right now? Honestly, yeah, fair. Those are all good options. Alright, where are these monsters? Oh, we gotta look for the monsters. Oh! Oh, okay. I thought that they just added like a direct warp there, but no, it's just the fact that I was holding this. I forgot it tells you things. I'm guessing I'm not on the Old Grail High Road? Yeah, okay. They're on the Eastland High Road. Go away, dog. Okay. Shiny. 28 money. Now, somehow I think that's not really going to add up to much. Look, yeah, there's plenty of monsters around, but I don't need to kill those. I just need to kill the story. Yeah, no, these are completely monsters, but I'm looking around because I'm expecting a cutscene. Yeah, here we go. I can ignore most of the monsters, I just have to find the important monsters. Apparently the rest of them don't count. I forgot about that.
We've got this.
Just the constant missing the shiny in the corner of this area because it keeps... It's totally monsters.
Why?
It was like every time too, it was great. Really? We're doing this screaming shenanigans. Why does Sophie have such low, CC? I need to look at her stuff. Oh, I changed weapons? I should also, can you stop teleporting and let me heal? No, I'm trying to... There we go. we go. I'll have to look at my... Actually, I can look at my equipment here. I mean, 8's pretty bad, honestly. Oh, no worries. If you gotta go and do stuff, you gotta go and do stuff. But, like, yeah, feel free to stay as long as you need. That is quite a big buff to have physical attack, actually. Yeah, the upper limit of 18 is really good. I might see if I think I have a thing I can dualize onto it to get a minimum CC boost, so I might do that. I might put that on her... I might put that on her... Stop! Stop with your screaming! I've completely forgotten how to play Sophie because I've been playing Pascal for too long. There we go.
Is everyone okay? Thank goodness.
I might take a look at putting that on her gear instead. We'll see. She needs that minimum CC up, is what I'm saying. Because 8 is not good enough.
You saved my life.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but the soldiers...
Yeah, don't worry, we got a healer.
Bailey, can your men take him back to Lont?
Right away, sir.
Yeah, we got this, don't worry. Yeah, healers healing in cutscenes? What is this?
These monsters have become more active of late.
I know. Each week seems to bring more of
I
them.
wonder why. It's almost as if the thing controlling the monsters lives in your head.
I was hoping they died down for good.
Increase security on the high roads. We can't afford for anyone else to be hurt.
Yes, my lord. I'll send more guards right away.
I hope this is the last of it. Come on, Sophie. Let's go back.
Once again, back and forthing.
Something wrong?
Yeah, like, healing in cutscenes is, like, it's so rare, because so often they just want to, like, have the dramatic moment of someone not being able to, like, of, like, someone dying or something. So they just make them not try and heal. I always like it when a game at least, like, attempts to have a character heal somebody. Like, there's a couple of scenes in Final Fantasy XIV that do that, where, like, if you are playing a healer at a specific point, your character will try to heal in cutscenes, and it's kind of a cute detail.
Okay then.
I do! I love that scene! It's one of my favorite moments in Kingdom Hearts 2. Goofy just dies. Yeah, like, I don't mind if they like try to heal and then they're like, oh, it's not working, they're too badly injured or whatever. But like, Goofy just dying in Kingdom Hearts 2 slays me every time. Especially because it's immediately followed up by Mickey Mouse going, they'll pay for this! Kingdom Hearts is a totally serious series and you should take it very, very seriously. Like, that moment in Kingdom Hearts 2 is up there with the scene from the end of, Honestly, there really just isn't that much context to learn, so I'm sure you will. It's like, it's the fact that the Goofy death is followed by like 5 minutes of everyone being like... It's like 5 minutes of everyone being so upset that Goofy died. And then he just is like, oh wait, no, I'm fine actually. It was just like a minor concussion or whatever. And it is literally like 5 minutes later. Oh, I bet that moment was so hard to get okayed with Disney. They are so precious about their brand. But like, that part is up there with a scene towards the end of name of it? The second Kingdom Hearts game. Chain of Memories, that's the one. Yeah, the second Kingdom Hearts game is not Kingdom Hearts 2, which would be the sensible thing. Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually the third Kingdom Hearts game. Like I said, sensible series you should take very seriously. But there's a scene towards the end of Chain of Memories where Sora tells Naminé just something like, "Oh, please look after Riku," and then the camera pans. It's only in the remake. The camera pans to Riku, and he's just eyes open, dead on the floor. Like, not moving, eyes open, very clearly just outright dead on the floor. It cracks me up every time. I love Kingdom Hearts. I actually only played them fairly recently for the first time, like a couple of years ago.
Asbel.
Because I picked up the collection on PS4 because it was cheap. And so I played through them all and I loved them. I am still so mad at how they treat like half their cast though. Oh yeah, like it's a fairly impactful moment, but it's also just hilarious. Yeah, like sorry, I'm not progressing with the cutscene because I can't have me talking about Kingdom Hearts and the cutscene going at the same time because my brain will break. Yeah. But I'm so mad at how they treat their entire female cast in Kingdom Hearts. Like, they made an entire game based around Kairi, where you don't play as Kairi. And during the one moment, the final boss, where you actually are playing as Kairi, it swaps out for Sora for the actual fight. For no reason. I am so mad at them. And I will continue to be mad at them until they give us the Aqua Shion Kairi themed game that we all deserve. We need a game focused entirely around Aqua Shion and Kairi. And until we get that, I will continue to be mad at them. Anyway, Tales of Graces, that's a game.
Yeah? What is it?
Actually, I'm not done talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Are you going to die too?
I mean, this is serious. I'm gonna put this on hold for a second. I am so very glad that there is a series of YouTube videos by Dan Floyd, who is great. He did an entire video series playing through every single Kingdom Hearts game for the sole purpose of letting people experience the story without having to commit themselves to playing 8 RPGs. And a bunch of mobile games, and a bunch of games that are really hard to get hold of and are actually kind of just bad. And he just played through all of them. Like, this includes, like, I think he played through Coded, as well as, like, interspersing the Recoded scenes that they added. He played through the mobile games as much as he could. Yeah, we're a week away from Echoes of Wisdom. That is one of the games I might stream, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's now mobile games that no longer exist on a lost media. He does have a Let's Play of Union Cross, I think? But not the original version of that. Because he didn't get to that point in the series before that game became lost media. But yeah, I am endlessly appreciative that that series exists. Because I could not play Union Cross. And I could not play Chain of Memories either. The mechanics broke my brain. It was not possible for me to learn those mechanics in a way that actually made that game fun. I tried really hard. And then I gave up. And just watch Dan Floyd play it. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out Playframe's story mode, because they have some really good playthroughs of some really good games that are specifically designed to get people up to speed on story. Which is really, really cool, I think. He has the two biggest ones he's got are one for Kingdom Hearts, like the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, and one for Final Fantasy XIV. And I think that's super cool. And the guy's really chill too, so yeah.
Am I... what?
I have seen people who like Chain of Memories, and I get why. Not for me. Not a game for me. Especially not the remake, because, like, the remake feels like it's even worse than the original. Because I can kind of see how it would work in a 2D environment. When you're having to aim at things in 3D while also shuffling cards, it's a whole mess.
Will you go away forever, like your father did?
Aw, Sophie.
If I protect you, will that keep you
Yeah,
alive?
this DLC is gonna be sad.
Oh, that's... Thanks, Sophie. But dying is something you can't do much about. I could catch some disease or trip and fall down the stairs, or anything, you know? Even if I live a long life, my time's still going to end eventually. But you don't have to worry. That's probably decades
He
away.
says to the person who's like 2,000 years old. Oof. I could see that, actually. If the GBA one's quite cramped, I could see that being a problem. But, like, while the remake definitely doesn't feel cramped, it's got its own problems.
But that's nothing. Not when time passes so quickly. It wasn't so long ago that you used to be shorter than me.
Aww.
And you were a much slower runner than you are now. But I'm still the same. I haven't changed in years. Is it because I'm different from everyone?
Look, we know she's gonna grow up eventually, because she grew up in the credits.
Will I be left behind because I'm not human?
Sophie.
This is kind of sad.
I'm sorry, Asbel. I'll see you at home.
Yeah, we love Sophie. She's great. Sophie was one of the first members of the Melon gang. We gave everyone melons to mark their coolness level. And it was the entry to the Melon gang. I will go give Sophie hugs. She deserves them. And head pats. She deserves head pats.
I do not wish to pry, Lord Asbel, but did you and Sophie have a fight? She fled straight to her room the moment she came home.
Sophie.
Oh, and this arrived while you were out. It's from King Richard.
Thanks for the hydrate reminder. I will get a little
Could you get
sippy.
Bailey for me, Frederick?
And the posture check. Yeah. There we go.
Right away, sir.
Apparently the letter says all it needs to. Maybe I can't read it. Asbel never learned how to read.
What did it say?
It's about the recent increase in
Oh,
monster
okay,
attacks.
he's saying what's in it now.
Apparently the same thing is happening in Windor, Strata, and Fendel.
Then it's worse than we thought.
Looks like it.
Do you have a plan, sir?
Richard thinks he's found one of the monster's nests. He's convinced all 3 countries to join forces and destroy it.
So the letter was a request for your assistance.
Yes, which means I'll be leaving Lant for a while.
Then I wish you safe travels, Lord Asbel. I will watch over things in your absence.
Thank you, Bailey. I'll head for the capital tomorrow.
Understood.
It does occur to me just suddenly that our party is, like, perfectly international. It has, like, one member of, like, every international group.
Will you be taking Sophie with you,
Kind
Master
of.
Asbel?
I'd like to, but I'm not sure how she's
Including one from space. Or the moon, or something like that. Because, like, Hubert's from Strata. Malik's from Fendel. Sharia and Asbel are from Lant. I mean, Hubert's also from Lant, but he's spent most of his time in Strata. And then we've got Pascal, who's an American. Ooh! 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 That's pretty good, actually. Oh, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, that's pretty good. Downgrades a couple of things a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, skip.
Alright, I guess it's finally time that I go clean up my desk. Might as well take a look at these marriage proposals Mom left behind as well. At least I can tell her later that I looked through them. Let's see. Anise Tatlin, 13 years old.
Wow!
She's just a kid. But that's funny. She kind of reminds me of Sharia when she was that age.
Asbel, don't be a creeper.
What about this one? Natalie Fletcher, 19 years old. Nurturing and responsible. Enjoys caring for orphan children. Hey, that sounds like something Sharia would do. I don't know.
I have a
This doesn't
feeling he
feel
has
right for
someone in
some
mind
reason.
already. Wait. I'm not sure who you mean when you're saying Jade. Have I just forgotten a character? Oh, I didn't finish Abyss. I have been meaning to go back and play it at some point, but I think I want to take a break from Tales in the meantime. I have got it set up so I can potentially stream the 3DS version of Tales of the Abyss. Because I do own the 3DS version. So we'll see about that. Let's go find Sophie, I guess. Wait, we try to find Sophie. Sophie's still in the house. I don't know why I went outside. Is she in this room? Nope, just a dog. And lady. Where's Sophie? Would it be the other bedroom? Like how this manor house has 3 bedrooms and an office and nothing else. Okay, Sophie isn't here.
Come on, Sophie. Let's get going.
Oh no, she's gone! She ran away! Oh no!
Are you hiding? Come on.
Lord Asbel, if you're looking for Sophie, she left some time ago.
What? Did she say where she was going?
No! By the way, is my mic louder than normal? It looks like it might be louder than normal in my OBS.
No, I'm afraid not, my lord.
If it seems fine, then
Isn't
it's
it a little
fine.
early in the morning for all this racket?
It looks like it's just looking a little bit louder, and it seems to be peaking occasionally. Only occasionally, though, so...
Sophie's gone.
Well, don't panic. She probably decided to visit a flower meadow or
I mean,
something of that
she does do
nature.
that. That's fair. As long as it seems fine, then I'm not too worried. It did also mess with my equalizer, so maybe that's what's causing it.
Leave finding Sophie to us. Right now, you should head to the capital.
But
He said, but.
Sir, daylight is wasting. I promise to devote all our efforts to finding her.
I just...
It would not be good to keep King Richard waiting, my lord.
I mean, we know what happened the last time he did that. He kind of
You're right.
hulked
of
out.
course. Okay, I'm
And
counting
it
on
turned
you.
out he had
Yes,
like an
sir.
evil alien implanted in his brain or something.
Asbel? Do think about meeting with at least one young bridal prospect when you return? Hmm?
Mom, I told you.
Unless, of course, your resistance is because you have someone in mind.
Yeah, he wants to
already.
marry Malik.
No, that's not... I mean, maybe I do. But maybe I...
Yeah, it's
I don't
Malik.
know.
So indecisive. This is one of the most important decisions you will
Look,
ever make.
I've seen how he talks about Malik.
So if you have your eye on someone already, I'll burn those other proposals myself.
Can we please talk about this later? I need to go.
Oh, yeah, he's too busy getting stepped on by the night lady. That is true. There's no way Malik's a top. Where am I going? Oh, Barona, okay. Just the way to Barona, it's this way, right? Oh, or I could just fly there, that works. Like, I still have the airship. What's the way to Verona Castle again? I think it's up here. No, it's not up here. I think I have to go this way and then in the next area up the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, it's just an airship ominously hovering over land. I mean, we did basically use it as a missile twice.
Hello, Asbel. It's so nice to see you again.
Sharia still in her swimsuit.
Sherry!
What was that animation?
Wait a minute. What's the matter with you?
I just didn't expect to see you here, that's all.
King Richard has asked our relief organization for assistance.
Is that
I
so?
forgot. Is it?
Well, I'm sure you'll be a huge
I forget
help.
if it was her. Is she voiced by Laura Bailey? I forget. I think there was something about that.
Why are you acting so
Yeah.
weird?
I love Laura Bailey.
It's nothing. So,
This is
how's
really
the
out of
effort
character
going anyway?
animation for this game, by the way. It's really jarring.
We've been running ragged lately. People need our help more than ever. I've lost count of how many times I've visited Strata and Vendel.
That busy, huh? So does that mean that the monster attacks continue to keep on increasing?
Yeah, and like, it is higher quality animation generally, but the tone is so
We're at our
different.
busiest when times are bad. It's been pretty difficult. Honestly, I'd happily lose my job if it meant things were peaceful again. So where's Sophie? Why isn't she here?
Well, she...
Tell me the truth. She's not sick, is she?
No,
She's a
fine, but
robot.
she-
I mean, she did get sick that one time.
Lord Asbel, Miss Sheria, thank you both so much for coming.
Oh, Richard aged poorly.
It's good to see you again, Dallin.
His Highness is waiting in the throne
So,
room. Right this
yes,
way,
the main game
please.
had some definitely mocap scenes, but it was very mid-2000s mocap, which has minimal, which usually means there's minimal cleanup. And especially on stylized characters, it can look really weird. If you want a classic example of why mocap cleanup is so important, take a look at any animation from Sonic Adventure 2, which is entirely mocapped. But with very little cleanup. Ah. Let's see it again. Hey look, he's no longer evil, apparently. They do look like mascot suits. Actually, the guy I was talking about earlier who did the
Asbel,
Kingdom
Sure,
Hearts
yeah.
playthrough
thank you for
made a video on the animation in Sonic the Hedgehog where he pointed out that issue. It's like an hour-long video looking at the animation. Yep.
What is it, Richard?
nothing. Don't worry about it.
It's a really good video, by the way.
You came here despite all that's going on right now.
It's no trouble at all. I'm always ready to help you.
Oh, they are
Ready to help
gay?
out. You haven't changed at all. All of this was in no small way all my fault. However, getting rid of these monsters is the best way I can think of. to
The
make
love between
amends.
two tiger festivals.
And yet it seems that I can't even do that without your assistance.
It's all right.
Apologies for
Hey,
the delay, Your Highness.
it's my boys. It's the dramatic entrance wearing a Speedo.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
The Surf Squad is
And
here.
you as well, Hubert. Now we just need Pascal, and our merry gang will be complete once again.
Wasn't Pascal supposed to accompany you, Captain?
Yes, I waited for her at the harbor.
Oh god,
She
did she
never
swim
showed up.
again?
That girl never changes.
There was a side quest where she said she
What's she
swam.
doing now?
Well, most of us have gathered, so let's go ahead and begin.
In the last month, monster attacks have been occurring in Strata with greater frequency.
Look, I don't put it past her. She could totally swim across an ocean if she put her mind to it.
It's the same in Fendel. We have fewer monsters, but each seems to do more damage than the
A
last.
higher level. No. No, the Melon Gang is absolutely a bit. The game lets you attach accessories, and the first accessory we found was a watermelon, so I naturally put it on my favorite characters.
A familiar story. We and Windor share the same problem.
Do we know what's causing this?
We've been looking into it, but so far have learned nothing.
Yeah, I think they just said the whole gang, not Melon Gang. I really, really wish it were Melon Gang. There was one point where everyone in the party had their melon, but we had to take it away from Malik because he was being creepy and misogynistic.
However, we also know that King Richard has located one of their nests.
Recently, some of my knights stumbled onto an ancient underground ruin in the area near
I
Glowandi.
forget where Glowandi was. Have we ever heard of that before? Because it doesn't sound familiar.
The place was crawling with creatures spawned from Lambda.
I knew the foul beasts had to be hiding somewhere.
An underground nest? It's worth investigating at least.
And if we can destroy it all together, it should help cut down on the number of monster attacks.
The ruins appear to be of a Martian.
Ah, the Americans are back again.
So that's why you wanted Pascal. It's indeed unfortunate that she didn't make it.
Unfortunate, but not critical. We'll just have to investigate without her.
I suppose so. By the way, Asbel, where's Sophie?
She ran away.
She's... Actually, let's talk about that later.
Ah,
right
my
now we
throat.
should focus on the ruins.
Asbel,
That's right. That's how to make everyone
Very
not
well.
worried.
With your
Deflect.
permission, Highness, we shall strike out immediately.
The entrance to the ruins is in the catacombs beneath Verona.
Convenient.
Let's get going.
Oh yeah, Richard is back, huh? Oh, okay, fair enough. That'll be why I don't remember it. A man so lordly it's devilish. Oh, he's got a lot of titles, actually. Actually, most of his titles are maxed. Okay, we're actually gonna swap out Malik and Richard. I'm gonna play Sharia for a little bit. Wait, I forgot to do the thing. There we go. I haven't played as Sharia for a while.
It's been too long, Asbel.
I know, it's been a while. It's good to see all of you guys again.
It's good to see you as well.
Likewise, it seems I've seen these two more than my own brother lately.
Wait, you have?
Hubert is in charge of Strata's Nova Monster Eradication Force. I've seen him at the Tri-Nation conferences.
My responsibilities have also taken me to Fendel, where Captain Malik has been of great assistance.
As the Chancellor's envoy, I've had chances to meet with King Richard on many occasions.
Hold on, seriously? And you guys never invited me?
Come now, Asbel. These are hardly social calls.
Yeah, you didn't invite me to the War Summit? Yeah, that's a good point. I should check Sharia's odds. Okay, hang on. Let's keep Seraphic Bolt on there, because that's a nice little quick one. Get Divine Saber there, though. Then we'll get... Resurrection there. And Fairy Circle there. And then we'll use these for quick heals. Actually, no, not Fairy Circle, we'll do Nurse. We'll do Fairy Circle. Do Remedy. Nope. We'll do... no, we'll keep Remedy. And then... Pixie Circle and Healing Circle like that, I think is gonna be good. If we need Recover, we can use it from the menu. We can swap it out. Let's check our equipment. That might be a good upgrade, actually. Let's go for that. Yeah, Bless Rise is good for her. Where are we going? Right, the catacombs. I don't have a long-term memory at all. You seem very excited. Give me an ice cream. This is the way to the catacombs, right? Some holy water. Do a quick save? Because I don't know what to expect here. Right, I forgot this is the area that has a 5-second music loop.
This won't take long.
Settle down!
To launch triplets of terror. You can be such a child. You're both too cool for win quotes?
I'm a triplet?
Of course.
I am not your sister, Asbel.
These nerds. I've not seen that wing quote because I've never had these three in the party like that. Ooh. Skit.
The relief organization must be tough work.
Yes, but it's also quite rewarding. And after all the hard work, it got me thinking about the past. It's a little late, but I finally understand how you felt when you decided to become a knight 7 years ago.
You do?
You wanted to get stronger so you could protect
Everyone
your
take
friends.
a shot.
Yeah, you're right.
So will you support me?
Of course. Give it your best.
I will.
The phrase, men surrender their ideals in adolescence, women pursue them in maturity, comes
Back
to
off,
mind.
Malik.
Wise words. Who spoke them?
The one and only M. Caesar.
I've heard that name before. Wait, that's your name.
Back off, Malik. Oh. This is just the way to go, apparently. Go through a little American teleport. Gnome cloak? What's that about? Wait, these are identical? That's really funny. I could give him black overalls. Wait, what was the gnome cloak I got? Oh, it's like a cloak. 100% resistant to petrify is nice. Let's see. Let's go with that. Maybe? Yeah, exceed absorbed. Let's go with that. Why not? Tiger Festival Gnome! Gustworks Ruins.
I can't believe all this is underneath Glowandi.
It's the first I've known about it.
We found a similar looking ruin beneath Wallbridge, remember?
Oh yeah. We did do that.
That's true. They do seem quite similar.
I imagine the Amarcians built them around the same time.
I wonder what they're for.
I'm sure Pascal would be full of theories.
Perhaps. At any rate, let's press on and see what we can learn.
I sense powerful monsters down here. Keep your wits about you.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I've been hearing about your work from travelers. Everyone says you're doing a great job.
In Strata, King Richard is more popular than even our own president. You can actually buy trading
More
cards with his
popular
picture
than
on
the
them.
president?
In Fendel, his popularity rivals that of the Chancellor. I'm not sure who is more famous.
Please believe me. I don't lead these monster hunts out of some mad desire for fame. My earlier actions dealt a considerable amount of economic damage to both Fendel and Strata. To make restitution for those deeds, Windor has taken on massive amounts of debt. But I'm no fool. Confidence in leadership is something that no amount of money can buy.
Your popularity is manifest proof of the trust the people of this world hold for you. In truth, you're the envy of leaders
Yeah, one just
everywhere.
casually forgets he nearly
Thank
ended
you,
the world.
Malik. And yet, does that justify what's happening?
Justify what?
My retainers are selling keychains with my face on them. They make dolls in my image, and even King Richard fruit snacks. All to pay down
Honestly,
the debt.
How shameless.
I mean, if it pays the bills. Okay, what are we looking at here? A cutscene, that's what.
Watch out!
Hello, tree. Well, there goes Richard again, I guess. Oh no, he's fine. Rip.
How dare you?
Oh yeah, like honestly, like Tails enemy designs are so they have this really like classic JRPG look that in a way that Kingdom Hearts kind of also has. All right, this is gonna be a difficult one.
Everyone stay on your game. Envelop! Lightning, come forth! Assemble blessed light, and in this name lay waste
Yeah, they
to
are really cartoony.
Divine saber!
Well, okay then.
Envelop! Settle down! This ends here! Envelop! Turn!
It does look like a Heartless, you're not wrong. I kind of love how Sheria is our healer and her weapon is just knives. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Assemble blessed light, and in this name lay waste to
Fair
our
enough.
foes.
Yeah, you go do what you need to do.
Divine saber! Blessed bolts, seal our triumph.
You should start
All shall
healing.
bask in warmth.
Dang it. Yeah, we got beef curry, that's fine.
Give name to your radiance. Pixie circle! Blaze of circle, give name to the effulgence that brings fortune to all.
Oh, this is bad. Please distract things. Oh, I died.
When you play with fire.
Thank you for the gift sub! That's hilarious. I need to light bottle Sharia. Well, this is going badly. What are her odds again?
Hear my plea of mercy.
I have 4 health. That is really bad. Well, I am regenerating my health very, very slowly. Yeah, that wasn't gonna go well. Let's just try that again.
I expect the best from everyone.
Envelop! Down! Infinite wave!
Come forth! Detonate!
Envelop! Turn! This ends here!
Aqua bullet! Chase up!
Envelop! Settle down!
Flare shot! First shot! Flare shot!
All
Your
shall
feet.
bask in warmth.
Cross barrage! Cross barrage!
Serpentine!
Envelop! Detonate!
Turn! Infinite wave!
First shot!
Envelop! Settle down! Serpentine!
Oh, okay, I have to pay a little bit more attention to this. I need to kill these bees.
Gravity blast! Burn! Cross barrage!
I'm just gonna focus on healing for a bit.
Your fate is sealed. Cross barrage!
Let the sparks give grace. Bear this name in judgment. Ready? Bear this name in judgment.
I'm just gonna spam my lightning bolt on this thing.
Aqua bullet! Detonate!
Bear this name in judgment. Ready? Bear this name in judgment.
And you not.
Bear this... Shine on!
Gravity blast! Let's up!
Strands of forbearance, give name to your radiance.
Gravity blast! Tiger blade!
Strands of succor,
Don't
give name
mind.
to the effulgence.
Oh, okay, we killed the main one, now it's split into the little ones.
Serpentine, settle down!
You're mine! Let's make it a mix!
Which also kinda look like Heartless, but not quite so much.
Infinite wave!
Come forth! Bloodshot!
Ow!
Blessed bolt.
Gravity blast! Cross barrage! Tiger blade! First shot! Prepare yourself! You have angered me! You'll regret this! Tempest arrow!
Well, okay, I guess that works.
Gravity blast!
I need to back off and actually get some healing done.
Gravity blast!
Bear this name in judgment.
I'll set! Strike!
Hands
First
of
shot!
love, give names of healing. Offer this to
That wasn't pretty, but a win is a win.
Yeah! I need to turn off his Mystic Arts, apparently. Apparently I forgot to do that. I usually have the Mystic Arts on most characters turned off, so they don't do them automatically, so I can control them. I love the Mystic Arts in this game, they're really fun. Mystic Arts are always fun. I was trying to do Sharia's, but Hubert beat me to it. I still think Pascal's second one is my favorite. Because it's called Saphiring Squad, which I love. Such a good name.
You okay, Richard?
Yes.
She
I'm
summons a
fine.
mermaid with a gun. What's not to like?
I don't think we can get back up that way.
Doesn't look like it.
Asbel, Richard, are you okay?
We're fine. Keep going. We'll meet
That
you
did
up
not
ahead.
sound like she was far away. That sounded like she was, like, talking through a tube.
Okay, be careful down there.
Kinda takes you back to when we were kids, huh?
Except Sophie was with us as well.
Yeah, she was.
Asbel?
What is it?
How is Lambda doing? Has he been speaking with you or trying to manipulate you in any way?
No, he hasn't tried anything like that.
I almost killed Sophie because I carried that thing inside me. If that ever happened to you...
Don't worry, Richard. Sophie and I are just fine. It's true that neither of us knows what Lambda will do going forward, but living with Lambda was my decision. Whatever problems come up, I'll find a way to deal with them.
Will you go away forever, like your father did?
Plus, it gives him like Sans Undertale
Will I be
eyes.
left behind because I'm not human?
Oh, Sophie.
Whatever problems.
You will simply handle them. Oh no, his eyes going Sans Undertale on him.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I probably just hurt myself when we fell.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Come on, let's go.
Okay, now I've got Asbel and Richard. Cool. 2 tiger festivals hanging out in the American ruins. I wonder if they'll have a reference to the Tiger Festival thing again.
Ow!
That wound must be more serious than you thought.
Yeah, maybe. I sure wish Sharia was here.
Of course. You finally reunite with Sharia after a half year, only to be torn asunder once more.
Actually, that's not what I
understand, and yet, why so long? Sharia has been busy with her work, but I know she's had many occasions to return to Lant.
She's been back twice, and both times I was in important meetings with my people.
Fool! What am I going to do with you, Asbel?
Stop trying to ship him with Sharia.
Who is more important? The woman who comes all the way to see you, or some inconsequential vassal?
Hey, my vassals aren't inconsequential.
Clearly, I need to educate you on the many great facets of gentlemanly behavior.
Thanks, but I'll pass.
Oh, he needs to be educated, huh? On gentlemanly behavior. They gone frick. Soft cloak. Sure. I see. I am a little scared of this. The dungeon puzzles have been really good in this game, but some of them have been quite tough.
I hope Sharia and the others are doing all right.
Hubert and Captain Malik are there. I'm sure they're fine. Anyway, this place seems safe. Why don't we rest for a bit?
Asbel, why do you set up death flags? Why do you set up flags like that? So yeah, this place is totally safe.
Hey, Richard?
Yes?
Do you ever think about the future? I mean, decades from now?
Where'd that come from?
Sophie was talking about how I'm gonna leave her behind when I die. I told her it was decades away and she shouldn't worry about it.
Oh, that is true. He got heterochromia, which means he's a main character.
I hadn't even really thought about it
I
myself.
mean, he already had that kind of, like, soft boy main character energy.
But that just made her more upset. She said the years would pass in no time at all.
Is that
Yeah,
why
it
she
is
was
true.
here?
Time does pass really quickly.
It made me realize how differently she experiences time.
She seems so human. Sometimes I forget she won't grow old and die like the rest of us.
I've always treated her like a normal person, and I don't regret that at all. But at the same time, I haven't given the future a whole lot of thought.
Asbel, you don't have the brain cells for this. We all know you have one,
Perhaps
and
these are
usually
thoughts
it's
you should
asleep.
share with her instead of keeping them to yourself. If she mentioned it to you, it's likely a concern she's had for some time.
That's true.
You were able to accept Lambda's loneliness. If anyone can help Sophie with hers, it's you.
You're right. Thanks for talking to me.
Happy to help. Come on. I'm sure the others are getting worried.
Then let's go.
Okay, I see a thingamajig.
Shall we
I'm always scared when I see a thingamajig.
Be gone! Come, ghastly freeze! Death by moonlight! Come, resting blade! No escape! Impact! You will not yet! Rested blades! Okay! Impact! Be gone! Okay! Impact! Freeze! Soul Reaper! Freeze! Break! Impact! Come, rested blade! Roar! I will slay all who oppose!
You can tell I've had more practice with Asbel than Sharia. Oh, you can just equip the new costume? Oh yeah. Honestly, I kind of like his old costume more. Oh, give the new one a try. Hmm. You know what? He went through some stuff. He can be Melon Gang too. Oh, I see. That's interesting. I get why this sucks now.
I can't make out anything from up here.
Asbel, Richard, are you okay?
We're fine. Keep going. We'll meet you up
Yeah, but like having to split your party like this is like it's a cool idea.
That's my brother. Tough as a rock, if nothing else.
But like I'm stuck with all the characters I haven't
Wants to
played
show up.
in one group. Why am I playing as Hubert? I don't want to play as Hubert. Wait a second. No, it's not a thing. I thought that might have been a thing. Okay, couple of routes here. Let's go this way for this chest. Ah, dangerous liquid that I can't use. Go away. What's in this chest? No, I never used any of those stat boosting herbs. I should probably do that at some point.
You dare stand in our way? Your fate is sealed.
Settle down!
I will forget, you're quite correct.
Envelop! Purge!
Your fate is sealed.
Plans for forbearance, give name to your radiance. Ready? Assemble blessed light, and in this name lay waste to our foes.
Rays of life shine upon us.
Divine shape!
Healing wind.
Hear my plea, O tiny sprites.
Your fate is sealed.
Pixie circle! Envelop! Purge! This ends here!
Barrage. Whirlwind flash.
Serpentine! Settle down!
Sometimes I can't see the value in fighting.
Hubert.
There's no profit in the enemies here. It's a waste of time.
Hey!
Hubert, stop being a dirty capitalist. Nope, more cutscene.
There certainly are a lot of monsters down here.
I just hope what we're doing helps to lessen the attacks on our people.
Your relief organization must have been heavily taxed recently. Are you getting enough rest?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just glad I can help somehow. I was so sick as a child, I never thought I'd be able to do anything.
Oh yeah, that was a plot
I
point.
guess I'm trying to make up for
She's
it
the
now.
one character who beat anime illness.
That's good for the people, but what about you? What about you and Asbel? My mother says he's been swamped with marriage proposals.
Oh?
Like, we all know you're down bad for Asbel, but we all know he's down bad for Malik.
Guys like him may be slow on the uptake, but once they make a choice, things tend to move quickly.
Well, I wish he'd hurry up so our mother can stop worrying about it.
Why don't you get married first? That might help ease her mind a little.
Well, why are we talking about me now?
Don't play dumb. We've all heard about your possible engagement to the president's daughter.
What? Really?
How do you know about that?
People talk, I listen. At this rate, you'll be the new president of Strata in no time.
Wait, so the president is a familially inherited role? I'm pretty sure that's not what a president is.
Hubert, when did this happen?
It's nothing to do with me. The president brought up the idea of his own accord. And even if I did marry her, that doesn't mean I'd take over
there he
Strata.
goes.
The presidency is not passed down through a bloodline. I thought you knew that.
I mean, that is true. He is a lot better than he used to be.
Hey, wait up!
He's like got a slightly less stiff
Kids
stick up
these
his butt.
days.
Oh. Sure, I'll take an item shop. Yeah, nothing I really want there, but I will charge the mixer. I don't think I can, like, boost my, like, pastimes? I don't think so. Well. Oh, equipment shop. So all downgrades, okay. Okay, where are we looking now? Can we go this way? Oh. Skip.
Marriage, huh? That's a wonderful thing.
That's strange talk, coming from a lifelong bachelor.
They say that when life breaks your spirit, a wife can help to mend
Stop.
it. And when you find yourselves apart, you need only shut your eyes to see her again.
Until she seizes control of your life one piece at a time and you find your own hopes and dreams put on hold. You can't even spend your own salary. You have to beg permission for every little thing you want to buy. Precious belongings you've labored to collect are tossed like so much junk. And yet she thinks nothing of taking your purse and blowing all your coin on some fancy hat.
But
That's very specific. Have you been married before?
Even a cursory examination of the topic proves that
Hubert,
this is the only outcome.
I may have to
Instead of selecting a wife who intends to live solely through her husband's station, one should seek an
I may have to
independent
revoke your
woman.
melon, Hubert.
Yes, well, I think I've said enough. And if you're so eager to endorse the institution of marriage, perhaps you should get married yourself.
In any case, marriage is a wonderful thing. Don't you?
Okay,
agree,
I like
Sharon?
the fact that everyone's just blanking him on that.
Sharia?
Huh? Oh, right. Marriage. Yeah, sure. You should marry someone if you want. I can't imagine doing it myself.
She says while outright imagining doing it herself.
Sharia?
Waiting until you've completed all the things you want to do would be pretty selfish. Wouldn't it?
Okay, I'm sorry, Hubert, but that was a weirdly misogynistic rant. So you lose the watermelon. Okay, that's a party switcher. We can knock this around. Oh, and that gets knocked down. Okay, cool. And I'm guessing that'll help the other party move along. Yeah, it's very 2000 and whatever. I don't actually know when this was released. It was like 2009 or something. It definitely has some moments. Like, to be fair, most of this game has been really, really good, and it hasn't really had this... Like, moments like that are the exception, rather than the rule. Oh, Hubert just went off on a massive misogynistic rant. That's what you missed. He got his Melon revoked. Okay, let's see. This way? Okay, I got part of the thing needed for that one. Yeah, someone asked if Hubert wanted to get married, and he went off on a massive rant about how if you have a wife, it's the worst. It was really weird. It was really weird. I think I want to switch parties here. Yeah, he just jammed that stick right back up there. Ah, I see. So this stops this over here. So I can get ambushed by scorpions, apparently.
Antidote. How unpleasant.
This is trouble.
Myself again.
Remedy!
Antidote.
Pulse on the way.
I don't remember how this works.
Give names to your radiance.
Rage of the earth.
Miraculous healing light.
Take shot.
Give names to your radiance. The ends. I'll show you my true potential. Asterism line. Feel our trouble.
I'm not done yet.
Okay. Where even am I right now? This is somewhere I've been before, apparently. Huh. Oh! A new card. Bonk. I'm just gonna follow this route as long as I can and see where it takes me. Just. And I think that's as far as I can go. I'm guessing I'll drop a thing there, and that'll get me another route. Now we want to switch parties. Yeah, now we can get this way.
You'll rue the day I drew my blade. Okay. Death by moonlight. Go before me. Emerald. Impact. You won't live to regret this.
Yeah, we've got like a dual party dungeon going on. We've got the Tiger Festival party and the not Tiger Festival party.
Let's keep moving.
This is our Tiger Festival party, and the other one has no Tiger Festivals. It's just taking me around the circle. Oh, no, there's a discovery here? Eloquent Stone.
Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
It was in the ruins beneath Wallbridge.
Yeah, that's right. Where we saw the illusion of Sophie.
Asbel, I need to ask you a question. Can you ever forgive me for Sophie?
Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Did you do something to upset her?
When Lambda had taken control of me, I tried to
That is
kill
true.
her.
He did that several times.
If I'd possessed the strength to resist Lambda, to free myself from his bonds, there wouldn't have been a battle at all.
Oh, that? Yeah, Sophie was never even angry about that. Look, Richard, she fought you because it was her duty as Protoss Haste. But even so, she kept reminding herself that you were her friend, and she held back when you fought.
I never knew she was struggling with such emotion.
If it makes you feel better, we can go back to the
Aw.
tree and renew our friendship pact with Sophie.
That does happen.
It might be a nice way
Because we
for us
saw
to
it in
relive
the
those days.
we saw it in the
It
credits.
just might be.
Because they added Lambda to the name. That's cool. Just Needle of Extinction. It's so toxic it could kill you, revive you, and kill you again. No, the game forced it.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, they fell, and they're trying to meet up back up with each other. That's kind of the whole deal.
Okay. Be gone. Draw. Death by moonlight. What is this? Break. Okay, hold it right there. Hold it right there. To the sky.
Should actually adjust Asbel's arts. I haven't actually looked at Asbel's arts in a long while. He has a lot more. Okay, let's Concussive Bolt is worth having because it's a quick one that breaks Nova. Ruinous Broom is cool, but let's swap it out for something else. Yeah, the nice thing about Concussive Bolt is it's pretty quick. So I can just do it to break Nova, and then I can hit with something else. So... It's not slow, it's really fast. Well, okay, which one's fast then? I guess Phantasm Flash sounds fast? Might be like a sound of Sparrow Seal. Let's swap Frostbake Breaker for... Let's go Galmore. I see. Okay, well, let's give it a try then. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Richard, we got this.
Ha! Like the old days.
Galmore sounded fun, so let's give that a go. I am gonna heal them up though, because that did a lot of damage. Have a great job, Richard. Okay, so it's gonna be a thing we drop. Grab this. Ah, suspicious powder. Love it. I love finding suspicious powder in an old dungeon. That's totally not anthrax. Asbel just found a box full of anthrax. I think I can go this way now? Yeah. over here. This particular puzzle is one of the this. Ah, I see. Garlic powder for the vampires. Makes sense. Makes total sense. This particular brand of puzzle, there's been a couple of these, of like the moving platforms where you have to knock things in. I don't really like these very much, because there's not really much puzzle to it, because you can't really see more than one area at once. So you just kind of just step on all the things and see what happens. And usually it just kind of works out. Wait. Okay. I'll go this way. Yeah, now we can go over here. I never played Final Fantasy X. I haven't played many Final Fantasy games, actually.
Let's do this.
Which is funny, because, like, my favorite game is a Final Fantasy game. I see why this is good cheese.
We won't fail.
Just that off. Bonk. So, okay. My history with Final Fantasy is kind of weird. I have technically played most of Final Fantasy VII. I have done basically everything in Final Fantasy VII, with the exception of beat the final dungeon. I have done super bosses, I have leveled to 99, I have done like all the extra stuff, I've bred a gold chocobo. I have just never beaten the final dungeon because I just lose steam with the game every time I get to the final dungeon. I have not played any of the Final Fantasy games before Final Fantasy VII. I briefly played like half an hour of Final Fantasy IX. I have never played 10, I have never played 10-2, I've never played 11. I played about 5 hours of 12. I played through most of the first disc of 13. I did do it more than once. I have reached the final dungeon in Final Fantasy VII twice on 2 different consoles. I did it once on PS1. Same, I managed to softlock my save file in Final Fantasy XII. So this is a fun story, actually. There is a point fairly early on in Final Fantasy XII. I think I was around level 14. So I wasn't, like, super far. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm completely lost. I'm just stepping on random tiles now. Okay, I've been here. There's a point where you go into, like, a spaceship or a base or something. I don't really remember.
Enemies, look out!
But there's a point where you go into that.
Bear this name in judgment.
Yep, that's exactly what happened to me. But the worst part is, the area, because of how Final Fantasy XII works, that particular area had like alarms where like you were supposed to like sneak around these you're supposed to like sneak around these alarm gates, and if you triggered them it would summon a bunch of enemies. But here's the thing, each alarm only summons a finite number of enemies. Once you've triggered the alarm and summoned the enemies, they don't. You can re-trigger the alarm, but nothing happens.
That was passable.
Shut up, Hubert. And so I ended up in a situation. Yeah, like I ended up in a situation where I was manually triggering all the alarms, like purposefully triggering all the alarms just to get experience. Because I needed to level. I was so under-leveled. Oh, I can go down here. This feels like a boss. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to look around a bit more. but I couldn't beat the boss at the end of the dungeon, so I was going through and purposefully triggering all the things so that I could fight as many enemies as possible in order to get as much experience as possible to fight the boss. And I was just so badly underleveled, it was physically impossible. I couldn't do it. Okay, let me go down now and see if I can fight that boss. And so I ended up in a situation where I physically couldn't get out of that dungeon. And I'd saved there, so...
Look out!
And yeah, I agree. I think that was bad game design. There should at least be something renewable so you can... So you can, like, level up and things. But yeah, I decided I gave up on Final Fantasy XII. I didn't want to restart the game. Yeah, the only Final Fantasy games I have reached credits on are Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 14. And 14's an MMO. And it is my favorite game. I love Final Fantasy 14. There are things I have issues with it. Ooh, that sucks.
I must admit that your skills are quite
That is
impressive.
honestly fair.
Aren't you sweet?
I will say though, like, story-wise, I was really surprised at Final Fantasy XIV. I was expecting like a pretty basic story, like fantasy story, because it's an MMO, and like story's not really the point. Except, no, it's Final Fantasy XIV. Story is absolutely the point. I've heard it explained that it is a Final Fantasy game first, and an MMO second, and I can see that. I can definitely see that. But yeah, I just haven't played that many Final Fantasy games. I played the demo of 16, but I never actually picked it up. Oh, I did play Final Fantasy VII Remake. I did play that. And a little bit of the Crisis Core Remake. But I haven't played Rebirth yet. Wait. Hey! We met up!
Asbel.
Heck yeah.
Glad to see you're all okay.
Are the two of you
I
alright?
should play more Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, we're fine.
When I was growing up, I was more in the kind of Tales branch of stuff.
Sorry.
And I
to make you
preferred
worry.
that kind of combat style, so I didn't really branch out.
What we'd do if something happened to you, King Richard? Your concern for my well-being is touching.
Fair
It's
enough.
okay, Asbel. If anything happens, I'll protect
Everyone
you.
take a shot.
Your words
Also-
are wasted on me, Your Highness.
It is not just me. These two have got like gay sparks going between them, right? It's not just me.
I'm only doing what you would do for
It's
me.
not just me, right?
Hey, come on.
This reminds me of when we were kids.
Yes, it does.
I hate to break up the happy reunion, but we need to keep moving.
Oh, I see.
Captain, tell me, what did the three of you discuss while we were
Yes.
away?
Well,
Melons.
Sharia talked about her efforts with the relief organization, and then Hubert said he wanted Asbel to get married soon.
I see. It's hard to imagine Asbel getting married, isn't it?
Not necessarily. I can't help but think he already has a fine
He does!
prospect by his side.
You speak of
No.
Sharia, I assume. But those two seem so awkward together. I fear it isn't
Think about
going well.
you.
I hear you. I think they share the same feelings, but they just keep missing each other. You know, if a rival for their love entered in the picture, it might provide the necessary motivation.
Richard?
Of course. That's it.
What's it?
I'll step in to play the part of the
No!
Interesting.
No!
Show me what you would say.
Syria, let's make out.
Captain!
Ugh.
What the heck? Malik, no! Yeah, you're being relegated to not part of the crew. Heck off, Malik. Absolute disaster.
I can't lose! Come, Ghastly Phase!
That's why Malik lost his melon.
Okay!
Oh, I'm art sealed. That's not good.
Eat this!
Also
Not yet!
bounce
You're
the
out!
Let's keep moving.
I just like the implication of Richard being stepping in on part of
Very well. Let's begin.
to introduce a love rival by wanting to make out with Asbel. I feel like that's the more compelling option.
Well, that was passable.
Fuck off, Hubert. Nobody likes you. Okay, hold on. Where the heck are we? Wait, that's a chest I haven't picked. I'm confused now. I am very lost. Whee!
Game on!
Yeah, what's confusing me is there's a chest I've already opened, and that's making me confused.
Sometimes I can't help but regret the past.
Asbel,
Why didn't I push harder for a raise in my allowance?
What?
I like that the. Oh, so this is just gonna like. Okay, so this is like back here. Cool. I see.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, the synchronized hand gesture is great. It's the specifically I forget what it's called, but it's a type of Japanese partner comedy, and I forget what the name of it is. Where they have like a there's like a comic and a straight man, and that particular hand gesture is a classic of the it's the classic pose that the straight man does. It might be Manzai. I don't remember. But that hand gesture is pretty like emblematic of that particular. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm going up. I'm lost. My people need me. Where am I? I haven't been here! Wait, let me go get that save point. There is a save point over here. I'm gonna go and grab it, and then I'm gonna go up there.
You'll rue the day I drew my blade.
Hear my plea, O tiny slave.
How dare! How dare!
Tranquility, give meaning to your miraculous face. Plans of forbearance, give meaning to your
I bid you good day.
By the way, bud. I'm busy. Want to get a save point. But there's a save point and like another way up?
We could continue striking blindly towards the heart of the nest,
However, we don't even know where that is.
Perhaps we should temporarily withdraw and study the matter further.
But we've come so far. A decisive attack still seems better.
Yes? What is it, Captain?
When I see the ones I trained debate their options so wisely, I can't help but suddenly feel like growing old isn't such a
Back off,
bad
Alec.
thing.
Uh-huh.
People hate growing older. Nobody wants to get closer to death. But when you see a bunch of slack-jawed kids transform into worthy adults, it really keeps
I'm keeping
your
it.
hope
I'm
alive.
not just
I see.
disguising at all that I don't
Perhaps
like
the
Malik.
captain could offer some less melodramatic advice.
It would seem you're all still a bit too green for me to retire just yet.
Growing old isn't so bad, huh? But what happens in Sophie's case?
Get that save. Oh, this goes down. Is this an optional boss fight? Where the heck am I? I'm lost. I guess I'll go to the other green platform first then. Wait, no, that's not this way. Honestly, the dungeons in this game for the most part have been really good. I just don't like this particular one, this particular style, because it's very samey and it's really hard for me to keep track of where I am. They've had some really good puzzles though. There was one I did last stream that I really liked. It was really complicated. Whee! Okay, that was a long one. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm back here. Okay. Yeah, it's a problem with a lot of games from this particular era. Mainly because they just don't have the budget for all the unique assets. Oh, okay, what do we got over here? Oh, we got Pascal with us.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't this what regulates the functions of the Valkanists?
This?
Yes. We'd probably need to ask Pascal to find out the particulars.
Could a malfunction in this machine be to blame for the recent increase in monster attacks?
The Valkanist itself is still functioning properly, so I doubt this is related.
I hope everything's okay back home.
I'm sure Dallin and the others are doing a fine job. Or do you lack faith in your own companions, Sharia?
No, I didn't say that.
Everyone's waiting for our return. We cannot afford
No
to
pressure or
disappoint them.
anything.
Right.
Trouble in the henhouse, Asbel. The atmosphere was practically sizzling.
Heck
between
off,
those
Malik!
Huh? Oh, yeah. Must be those fire arts heating up the place.
two. That was a stretch.
Seriously, Malik, get a grip. What's this way? Oh, a chest. Another card? Okay. Oh, black. This one forced me into Black Doom!
Nice, Richard. That was impressive.
Well, I'm nowhere near your level, Asbel.
I miss Pascal. Is this the beginning? Is this the beginning? I think this is the beginning. Okay. I gotta go back around. It's fine.
Okay, let's do this. All shall bow to you.
Come, restive blades. Draw out the not looking well. I won't disgrace myself again. Lightning blade. Eat this.
Naming judgment.
No one can stand before my blade.
Back to the boss. Which is probably gonna wreck me. Save first, though. Cutscene.
More monsters.
There's something different about these.
Is there? I couldn't tell because they just look like every other monster.
Keep your guard up. We will survive.
That is true, they're not edgy colored. Oh! Didn't expect that.
These guys are tough. At this rate, we won't last very much longer. Look out!
Oh, a new mechanic time. Power of the melon?
Damn you! You'll pay for
Oh no! Asbel got angry.
You have awakened me.
Hi, Tiger Festival Lambda.
that voice.
Entrust yourself to my power.
Lambda.
Hesitate, and your friends will die. Strike forth.
No, I'll strike third.
Asbel.
He just stopped it.
Now!
So yeah, you gotta do one that includes Asbel. Oh.
Stand strong.
I didn't read that, I was mashing. Oh, okay, this reminds me of the, This reminds me of the thing from, Tales of Exilia 2. The, like, time mode. It's not going well. Well, I'm dead. Oh, Richard. Okay, that was cool. You really did, Asbel. You really did fail everyone.
Lightning blade. Need help.
That didn't go well.
Sorry about that. Rays of light shine upon us. No mind.
Healing circle.
You're gone.
Pixie circle. Night, everyone.
Okay, one of them is dead. That's good. They do a lot of damage, actually.
Not looking good. Soul Reaper, fall before me.
I think the final boss is like level 70. So they're not quite high level, but they're pretty high level. Okay, that's a cool move.
Shining blade of triumph. Pulled it off.
Hey, we did it. I'd have to retry it like 6 times.
Asbel, what just happened? It was Lambda's power.
Lambda?
Ooh. So I did try and use a Mystic-Art while I was in Excel mode, but it didn't work. So I'm guessing I still need to fulfill other conditions to do them.
At least we were able to kill some of the monsters.
Yeah, that should cut down on the number of attacks.
That's also possible.
I don't understand why these things are so strong.
I wish Pascal had come. I'm sure she could figure out something.
Perhaps. But there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's move out.
The only understandable character feature of Hubert crushing on Pascal.
Asbel, are you okay? Did Lambda, you know...
Yeah, I'm fine, Sheria. Really.
Is he saying anything?
No, he's dormant again.
Really?
Yes.
There is one thing I should warn you about from my time with Lambda.
What is it?
Listen and listen well. No matter what happens, no matter how much Lambda pleads, you must not
Must not what?
play I Spy.
What?
I Spy? What? You mean the kids game? Lambda actually plays that?
I got you. But knowing you, Asbel, I wouldn't be surprised if you
What?
two actually got that close.
Thanks, Richard. I'll ask Lambda for a
Oh
game
my
next
gods.
time.
No, you won't.
Oh my gods. What a nerd. Ooh! Radiant Howl? That sounds awesome. It is awesome. Heck yeah. I'm gonna give a quick save. Is it this way? No, it's not this way. It's this way. No, it's not this way either. Oh, maybe... I don't know where I'm going! I'm lost again! No, it is this way.
Game on!
Bear this name in judgment.
Okay, you're gone!
Your sword skills are amazing.
Thanks. I'll use them to protect us
Everyone
all.
take a shot. Every time he says protect. Please don't, because I don't want to be liable for anyone having alcohol poisoning. Oh, I should check if I've got a new title, actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shattersteel Swarm. That sounds cool. It doesn't seem like he's really getting, I'll equip it anyway, because, like, yeah, that is a better thing to get than that. Let me... So once you finish the DLC on this, you said you could go back to the main game? I've gone the wrong way. Do you keep like all of the new titles and things and like equipment and stuff you get? Oh, this is the wrong way. That's cool. I like that. It's genuinely cool. Yeah, that's exactly it. Asbel, Richard, and Lambda in their polyamorous marriage. I'm here for it. I'm so paranoid about save files. I'm always wanting to save the moment I see a save slot. Let's take the American teleporter.
What's that?
Oh, nice.
That looks like Pascal's
Hey, it's the
communicator.
Borb.
Hold on, I'll get it.
I forgot about the Borb.
It's from Pascal, all right.
Likely some pathetic excuse about why she missed the boat.
She says Sophie is with her.
Yay!
Asbel, what's going on?
Ultimate carrier pigeon. Yeah.
Well, the truth is...
So she dreads the day we all pass away, and she's left behind.
I knew this DLC was gonna get sad.
That's so sad.
Dang it, Cherry ass stole my line.
Was there anything else Pascal mentioned?
Yes. She also asked us to come to the Amarcian.
Now I gotta go to the
Enclave.
American Enclave.
She didn't give any specifics, but she wants to tell us something about Fodra.
Is that right?
Well, it's good timing if nothing else. We need to talk about the monsters anyway.
I suppose we should head straight for the Enclave.
Lieutenant, the President has requested that you return to Strata and present him with a full report.
I love that I've given the king of the nation a swim ring. He's just kind of just casually wearing it to official
Hubert,
functions.
Are you sure you should be ignoring the president like that?
Yes, I'm sure it's fine. My subordinate can make the report as clearly as I.
It looks like someone is eager to see Pascal again.
Oh, what? I'll thank you to keep such ungentlemanly suggestions to
So,
yourself.
as far as I can tell, Richard doesn't have a swimsuit costume, but I can attach stuff to him. So I've given him his melon, and I've given him a swim ring.
Are you turning down the president's daughter because of Pascal?
Wait, what's going on? Nothing's going on. Come on, let's go. Hurry up.
Look, the only understandable feature of Hubert is crushing on Pascal. Sad.
Hubert, I get all fluttery when you fix upon me with those puppy dog eyes.
I assure you that I was
Okay.
not looking at you, Captain.
Of course. Then it must be my communicator. If you'd also like to have one of these, I'm sure Pascal can whip something up.
Huh?
Let's send her a message right now.
No! Captain, wait! Please stop!
What? Don't you want one?
The mere thought of having to receive that woman's gibberish-filled reports makes me tremble in fear.
Makes him tremble in fear. Got it. Message sent.
Why did you do that?
Just kidding.
Captain!
Okay, Sharia... Yolanda... Oh, she gets Excel mode. Cool. No, that's really good. Yeah, Hubert really did have that coming. Pascal deserves better. I did like that there was a point when she was asked like which person in the party she likes, and her answer was just Sophie. Oh wait, hang on.
I'm so surprised you're still a bachelor, Captain.
Yeah, especially at your age.
Was that necessary?
I mean, you don't have a girlfriend?
No.
What a waste! Any girl would be thrilled to have someone like you.
Oh? So,
God
Sharia,
damn it,
you go out with
Malik!
me?
Huh? Captain, you can't be... not Sharia.
I'm sorry. I have to go.
The women who claim you're a catch are always the ones who throw you back.
Captain Malik, I can't believe...
Relax, it was just a joke. Now go chase after her.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to those two, I can't help
You can't help but remember his
Even now, I taste the lilac liqueur we drank when we were both stationed
his
at the same
steppy
Melon
steppy
hotel.
night wife.
How I'd love just one more drink. Oh, really?
Yeah, his steppy night wife. Cat. No. Oh, that's a side quest starter? Cool. We'll do that another time. I want to see Pascal before we ramp things up. To the American Enclave! I'm probably gonna wrap things up in a little bit, because I want to make sure I don't ruin my throat.
Hey, look.
Oh hey, it's, what's her name? Poisson.
It's
Yeah.
Poisson.
Hello, everyone. We've been expecting you.
Where are Sophie and Pascal?
They're off visiting the Fendel Glacier ruins.
We come all this way and she isn't here. That is so like her.
What are they doing at the ruins?
Fendel has soldiers stationed there, but they've suddenly
Oh,
gone
Reb?
quiet. We fear that monsters may have forced their way inside.
So Pascal and Sophie went there to see if they could help.
Then we'd better follow them.
Okay. Fast travel! Right, that was here. Place of the slidey block puzzles. Sharia, that looks kind of cold. Are you okay? You need like a coat? I'm sure it's fine.
It looks like they're down near the Valkanus.
We should hurry.
I should be able to just walk through here, right? Apparently not. Yes. Woo! That's a cool weapon. That's for Richard, right? Yeah. That's a very cool weapon. I love that design. I'm a sucker for anything using like musical notation for weaponry. It's really cool. Just gonna ignore that.
Everyone stay on your game.
Oh, I got frozen. I think I'm dead.
Sorry about that.
You're gone! Get him off! You're gone!
Yeah, I expect I'll be wrapping up by then, so don't worry about it. And if I'm not, then don't worry about it.
That should buy us some time at least.
Usually I'd stream for quite a bit longer, but my throat is really killing me. But I was really desperate to stream, so... Because it's been so long. It's been almost it's been like a full week, I think. Woo! Those are Shiryu weapons. Sure. This little chest. More magic cards. Magic the Gathering cards.
I expect the best from everyone. Okay, you're gone! Pierce! Okay, fly! Okay, evil be quelled! Strike! Over be quelled!
Our resolve will never falter.
I think I'm far for the end of this now. I don't remember how long this dungeon was. Wait. Knew there was something down here. More cards! I wonder if I could do the hard version yet. Because I couldn't do the normal version with him with number I'd got before. The card game, I mean. Go away, Pokemon. Dang it.
I expect the best from everyone. Strike! You're gone! Come forth! Pierce! Get him off! Lightning blade! Fly! Fly! Open the door to destruction! There! Die! Strike! Not yet! Okay! Burn! Not yet! Okay! Fairy circle! To the sky! It's over! Ripped to pieces! Stampede strike!
I can't believe our baby Hubert got so strong.
Please don't mention my past in front of everyone.
I love the implication that it's like some like a dark, evil past, and it's like the fact that he was a baby at one point. I think everyone guessed that, Hubert. I want to meet Pascal before we wrap up. Right, there was this whole thing. I think I could just go down here. Ooh. Yeah. I forgot which way to go. Dang it. I missed the chest and I need to go back for it because I'm getting good weapons.
Everyone did as well as could be expected.
Everyone stay on your game.
Roar! Your fate is sealed. Okay, evil be quelled! Evil be quelled! Be gone! Fall before it! Not yet! Dust to dust! Not yet! Pierce! Get him off! Get him off! Pierce! Okay! Be gone! Rays of light shine upon us.
Wait, everyone's dying. Why is everyone dying? Shoria! Hurry up with the heals! Yeah, I know. That's so annoying. The starfish is so annoying. I think Richard's just like dead for good.
I can't even bear the sight.
Oh, Sherry, you got XL. That's cool. Let's get a life bottle on Richard. And some grape gels. A grape gel. Okay, I gotta go back up here because there's a chest over here I missed. It's up this way. Yeah. Oh. That's fine. It'll be worse. I think we're at the end now. I think that it's just you here. Could finally meet back up with my favorite character. Wait, before I save. There's a skip.
She makes us come all this way and then... Ugh, what was she thinking?
Come on, are you still talking about that, Hubert? They had more urgent business to deal with than wait for us.
Well, of course I know that. And it's all the more reason for her to wait, since she knew we'd be arriving soon.
So in other words, you wanted to come swooping in and save Pascal.
No, I think Hubert just wanted to be by her side. Circumstances be damned.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. I'm just trying to understand why she goes off half-cocked at the slightest provocation. How can someone so smart behave
Because
like
she
such
has
a
no
fool?
brain cells.
He's worried about her.
He is, isn't he?
What is up with those two?
Pascal, you could do so much better than Hubert. There she is! My girl! I love her.
Sophie, gotcha.
That was a cool little sequence. That's some cool animation.
You sure know how to cause trouble.
You saved my life! Totally awesome! Time for a celebration! Let's party!
The party will have to wait for now.
Huh?
I love Pascal.
These monsters won't go down easily.
Asbel! Yeah! That was so great!
That was... Lambda's power.
Ooh, okay, hang on. Hubert? No. Yeah, definitely getting, let's keep Asbel in for now, but we're definitely getting Pascal back in here. Okay.
I'm trembling. Why?
Dragonette! Let's go! Awesome! Let him press you! Awesome! Bring it along! Bullet to go! This'll hurt a bit! Awesome! Bullet to go! Star Crusher! Bullet to go! This'll hurt a bit!
I'm so happy to be playing as Pascal again. He's so cool. Yeah, I may have a slight crush on Pascal, but that's fine. Here we go, my favorite Mystic Art. Oh, good. Oh, I got that. Stop grabbing me! I have to focus so much in these fights, I can't talk much. So easy for these to go south so quickly.
We are awesome, unbeatable,
Amazing!
And unable to coordinate.
Wait, what was that title? Was that a Pascal title? I think it might have been.
That's the last of them.
I'm disappointed to find them here as well.
Have you guys fought those things before?
We faced similar monsters in Windor. If it wasn't for Lambda's power, we'd almost certainly have perished.
So Lambda's awake now?
Yeah, it appears that way.
Well, he seems useful enough, so I guess it's okay.
I love Pascal.
I mean, he worked really well against those guys.
We're trying to learn why the monsters have grown so aggressive recently. Is there anything you can tell us?
No, I'm not really a biologist or whatever. You should talk to Fourier. Where is she now? Well, she usually locks herself in her lab, but right now I think she's at the Amarcian Enclave. We should head back there. I want to talk to you guys about some stuff anyway.
I'm so happy Pascal's back. Also Sophie.
What is Lambda doing to Asbel?
Sans Undertale.
Sophie, are you okay?
It's not going to be like last time. I promise we won't have to fight. Don't worry, Sophie.
Okay. Someone got a new title just now. During that fight. I don't think it was Sharia. Maybe it was Asbel? Yeah, it was Asbel. Wow, just I've taken a lot of damage. That's really funny. Okay. Nice.
Asbel will be all right, Sophie. I know it.
Richard.
Things are different. It won't be like when I merged with Lambda. Asbel has what it takes to confront Lambda directly, without facing any repercussions. His will is strong enough to keep things in check. That's why I know he'll be okay. I wanted you to know as much.
Thank you, Richard. And I wanted to say, I'm sorry.
For what?
For what happened 6 months ago. I thought I should apologize.
No, I am the one who needs to apologize. It was all my fault, and I'm sorry.
So, are we back to being friends?
Yes.
Then I'll be your friend.
Dang it,
too.
Malik.
You too?
Sophie, this man is dangerous.
I'm in
Let's move
agreement
away
with
from
Richard
him.
here.
Wait, the captain is dangerous?
Oh yes, he's...
I see your majesty still has a bite.
I like the fade out as they move off camera. That's really cute. Yeah, let's head back out. I assume we need to head back out. Yeah, we need to head back to the American Enclave. So I'm gonna head over there and then probably wrap things up, probably. Once we get to a save point. I think there's one just over on the left over here. Assuming Furry is not up here. Yeah, that's what is here. Okay. Let me tab back to the chatting menu and get the music back on. There we go. Well, that was super fun. This has got some interest. This is going in an interesting direction so far. I'm excited to get back to it next week. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next week or if I'm going to be doing as much as normal, because my throat is still a bit broken. We'll see. But yeah, thanks very much for joining me on for all of this, and thank you for like follows and gifted subs and things. Those are always helpful. I appreciate everyone joining me for this silly adventure. I am really looking forward to getting to see where this goes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad we got to see Pascal before we dipped out, because she's my favorite and I love her. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Let me see about finding someone to raid into, hopefully. Hopefully. Nope. Nobody I know is online, so let's see if we can just pick someone at random. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to join raids, but I like to do them because they're nice to do other people. Thank you for watching. I always enjoy it when people come to watch my streams. I always enjoy you being here. See if I can find someone. Do. I don't know this person, but there's somebody doing a charity stream on Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go onto there. Say hi to them. Yeah, thank you for joining me. This is super fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all next week. I'll have my schedule up on Sunday like normal. And we'll see where that goes. Yeah, thanks for watching. And thanks for joining. It's super fun. I'll see you all next week, hopefully. Yeah.